Hi, welcome back to the Protagonist Corner, and our journey down the other left. We have something kind of different today, not entirely. We have our second episode of Alan Wake 2 tonight, and there's a very particular reason for that. We are recording this. You're not going to see this on Halloween. We are recording this on Halloween of 2023. So I figured we needed to do something spooky. Mom said she was okay with it. Let's see if Stars will be back. We'll be back on our next evening recording. So we can all look forward to that. But for now, let's get those of you who saw our previous episode caught up, and Mom caught up for the first time. In our first episode, we played as some poor guy shambling through the woods who met a very sharp and, well, not so much sticky end, but a very sharp end at the hands of some people wearing tree branches, like something out of the Blair Witch, basically. And we at the end of the video were introduced to a couple of FBI agents who presumably are here to investigate his murder. So with that in mind, let's pick up. I want to say one other thing first. I'm restarting from the beginning of the chapter 1 cutscene instead of exactly where we left off, because I consider it to be a better organic start to not only the recording but to the game. If I'd had my way, the prologue where you're playing as the victim would not have existed. This is true for a couple reasons, but mainly because if us not knowing who the victim is or even that the victim is until we see his remains, puts us in the point of view of Saga and Casey, our two FBI agents. And I believe that's where we belong, at least for right now. If the people we're playing as changes, then my opinion on that might change, but unless and until that happens, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. One other thing we should know about Saga is that she has a daughter, and they enjoy binging Night Springs, which, for those who don't know or don't remember, is a Twilight Zone-esque show that exists in the Alan Wake universe. One thing I still have to do is I still have to catch up on Control, particularly the part of Control that deals with Alan Wake. I know that the protagonist from Control is from Ordinary, which I'm pretty sure is a town that comes up in American Nightmare, and Alan Wake 1 sort of standalone DLC, not to be confused with the other two chapters that they added to the game, but I'm getting ahead of myself and behind myself at the same time, because I'm not sure all of that matters. Some of it does, but let's get back to the story for now. Yeah, murder investigations are like that. I just will say that.
It's not your fault people get all murdery.
That is not the way I would ever put that, though. All murdery? I mean, I know they're trying to make her sound like a teenager, but they're succeeding a little too well.
Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me.
That is not the way my aunt would have handled that. I call her Mom these days, but that is not the way Mom would have handled that. She just would have gotten all quiet and been like, okay, have fun, and sort of left me to figure out that, oh yeah, I was kind of a little rude by not sharing that with her. And it was always very effective. It got me thinking every time, and then it was like, oh crap, I done screwed up. That I believe would have been a more maternal reaction. That, or something along the lines of stop watching that this instant. We were supposed to watch it together as a family. Also, one other thing before we get into the story for real, if I had a mother like my adoptive mom, the best mom ever, has watched scary things with me before. But if I had a mother from birth who would watch scary things with me, I would have felt so lucky. You have no idea. I feel lucky now. Thank you for sharing that stuff with me, Mom.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you for recording this. Even though we shouldn't have any real spooky parts tonight.
Yeah, no problem. You know me, I don't really like the scary stuff, but I think I should be good with this.
Yeah, it should be fine. Most of the scary stuff for the next chapter or so has kind of already happened.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid.
I don't think that was effective. Coffee realism.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
Hey, Mom, don't you just love it when coincidences happen? Okay. That's from one of our favorite comedians, J.P. Sears. If you're at all conservative and you haven't checked him out, you need to. He's on YouTube. The channel is Wake Up with JP, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Check it out. You'll love it. Promise you.
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Oh, gee, that's a charming place. I would love to live, right? Cauldron Lake. And it's supposed to be near the bottom of a caldera, as in for an actual volcano. Creepy.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car. So
Sorry, Agent Saga. We had to get more coffee and get ready for Gear Fest, and only part of the joke too. It's amazing. Okay. What did that title card just say? The Invitation. That's the title of chapter 1. Love it, love it, love it.
Get swallowed up by the trees.
Let's pick up the map for Cauldron Lake right here. Yes, we should. And okay, it's not gonna. Why did it give us that prompt if we can't actually look at it yet? Interesting.
could be our deputy.
Okay. Well, we'll get to take a look at what happens when we bring up the menu in this game very, very quickly. It's not the pause menu. It's something entirely different that you'll probably get a kick out of. Other games have done something similar, but I haven't seen it in a while.
Hey there, Agent Casey, right?
Yip yip yahoo.
Said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson.
Don't worry, I didn't get lost already or anything. Where did they go?
I think they went down the path to the left.
Okay, here we go. Jonathan finding a way down the other left. This cannot be happening right now. God.
I'm gonna go check something out.
Oh, no, I'm really not. I'm really not going to do that right now. We're going to, yeah. We're going to go back here. Start the jogging. Don't tell me I need to restart this.
This is not the way.
Thank you for pointing that out to me.
I think you're behind. Like, can I get you out of
Yes, you can. Please do. I am begging you right now. You can turn the gate run with the right stick too.
How do they have this thing? Okay.
Like move the right stick down.
takes a while to learn how to use
Yeah.
this.
Yep. I have no idea how.
Hazard methods, Deputy. The results speak for themselves. You will learn to trust it. I certainly have. And speak of the devil.
It's cool that they do that little dialogue thing there. I'd love to say I did it on purpose, but I didn't at all. Ta-da! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Saga Anderson, I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured
I wonder how he's a goth.
Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
I think this whole town has a problem.
I could use a briefing or any witnesses to the crime. Any witness to the crime is square, and I can use a briefing X.
Okay, thank you.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
I'm willing to bet nothing good. Yay.
But don't worry. Sheriff Grady.
In real life, I would totally do something like that.
I can use a briefing, or let's take a look at the body.
Okay.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it. They got it, Thornton.
What can you tell us
Yep.
about the crime scene?
You gotta have heart. At least one heart. But this guy might have more than one.
That are currently
Well, not the dead guy. The people that made them dead.
when they should be, but you know, inside.
Yeah, we get the picture.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Now this is the cool thing I was telling you about.
The mind place. My version of the mind palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
I'm not at all jealous. Not even remotely.
Board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Yep, we kinda get it. Okay. Yeah, we can move around. Do you really want?
L2 and R2 to zoom.
Oh, it's just a zoom function. Okay. Yeah, that's safe. Or
Murder methods, slight difference in murders, bloating, only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death, chest trauma, exposure to water post-mortem.
oh, cool. And I can't move further until I zoom out. That's very annoying. This is what you call an annoying tutorial. Now we can actually look at. Oh, I'm lying. I can't look at stuff freely. Because it's doing two stupid tutorials all day. Great. God bless.
A series of murders have occurred.
Oh,
All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities.
except for the bloating thing. Okay, good.
And killer profile
Oh, we have a killer profile?
Yeah, you're on that.
I'm on it. It's the yellow thing, or?
Yeah.
Oh. Usually yellow things are things I haven't filled in yet. Oh, okay. So maybe that's what that means. Yeah. Because it just is. Yeah. Alright, so.
That was the stuff we already looked at.
Okay, cool. Got it. Yeah.
Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter.
Not in kind. Well, I guess he's as much a sportsman as Dexter. But yeah, I do get the idea though. Like he may have been a sportsman or hunter before this. I get it. Okay, so let's see. Is there any? Well, there is other cool stuff around here, but we'll look at some of that later. We'll keep it moving for now.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime
Like
scene.
literally just kidding. Oh well, they've been working before we quote unquote joined the case. So yeah, I guess that makes more sense. Question: What? Too much sky? Everything about what you just said is weird. How do you hate nature? Are you sure you're not a killer? Oh, and I accidentally tripped on the flashlight. We don't need that right now, so let's turn that back off. Meanwhile, my guy just walked away.
To the left.
Thank you.
Back down. Yeah. There it is.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Okay, I'm not sure whether or not to call that foreshadowing. Does the sign say anything interesting here? No. Okay, cool.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Geronimo! Oh, well, that would have worked a lot better if she actually jumped. There we go! Hello, birds.
You went the other way.
Oh, that's annoying. Sorry, folks. It's what I get for assuming the past just wound around there.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature.
Did you just say that? That's horrifying. Okay. Your tax dollars at work, I guess.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like
Yeah, most people like the rain a little bit, but they don't like getting drenched by it.
next coffee's on me.
Okay. And we don't need the flashlight up, so... Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Look, I don't know if the flashlight has an actual battery you need to worry about, but I don't want to find out when at an opportune time. Hey, it's for horses.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. And the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers, shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Those are real? You guys hired?
No one would actually be that stupid. Although, we've gotten some kind of evidence IRL that aliens might be real. So, I guess I shouldn't be so quick to make that comment.
Thanks, Deputy.
Yeah, you know, stuff like that.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous
A
murders?
party you don't want to be invited to.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Yeah, so we've been told. I should be getting a prompt right now. An X prompt, but I'm not. There it is. Finally.
Position on the table. Ritualistic.
To unlock your first key image, you can place it in the case board inside the mind place.
Okay. And you later on we'll have the option of waiting till later to place things, but the game's going tutorial happy, so and like I love this. I love the idea of how this works, but I hate the way they apply it. Like you usually to place something on the board, you need to link it to a clue, or link it to an objective, I should say. But of course I need to pull it up if I want to do that. So sometimes you do. Okay, well.
Coincidence?
Already made that joke. But look, sometimes you need to link it to a question. Sometimes you can just place them, and it's when you decide you need to link it, it gets really finicky about where you place stuff. It's actually quite annoying. It's a cool setup, but the way they, as I just said, the way they apply it, took at least 6 months off my life. Anyway, all right, so that's all we have for now. Oh, but it's not all they have for now. They need to tutorialize for 10 years. Oh my god. Okay, moving on. Or not. Okay, let's do that.
Goals, investigate the crime scene.
Yep. Gee, I'd love to do that,
You're now
actually.
free to examine the case board or leave by pressing
Yeah.
circle to complete this objective.
Awesome. Thanks, game. Thanks for letting me play for 10 seconds. Anyway. And also, thanks, Mom.
You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
Alright. Let's start doing that then.
Losing on the wrist from the cargo straps holding me down.
Yeah, we found one of the pieces of evidence we need to find here here on this picnic table. There are two others. Gee, I wonder where they are. tutorial much? Oh god.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
I guess he was afraid someone would beat him to taking it out, and he wanted to show them they were too late. I tried to make that pun work, but it didn't actually work out too well. The crypt keeper is shaking his head or wagging his finger at me, one or the other.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Fans of the oh well, actually, the game didn't introduce that yet, so I shouldn't say that yet. But yeah, we know the heart's removed. I kind of did this in the wrong order. Sorry about that. Well, it's actually not entirely my fault because your eye's gonna go to this. Well, before you go to this because they made me start here. So it's actually the fault of where they put my eye line, I think. But anyway, I'm not allowed to leave. Oh, I know why. Oh God, game, let me make decisions, please. Okay, all right. Let's put this up in the order we found them, I guess. Not that probably doesn't matter, but okay, yeah, it does. All right, but this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. Let's do this then.
Maybe under the question marks there.
Kind of, sort of. Sometimes it feels like letting you do that. Oh God. Yep. Now join your friends. No, game. Do I really have to every darn time with this? We only have one investigation question. What do you think it links to?
Isn't that question mark over there?
Well, yeah, it is. But the thing I'm making fun of is in order to make that question mark appear, I had to click on the objective. Yeah. Okay. So let's move you over so no one gets confused. Okay. Well, it disappears whenever. Maybe I place it on here and it's happy. Yeah, I placed it on the sticky note and it moved it. Okay.
Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with.
What they should do is, well, okay. What they should do is leave the question mark up in, and so you can place items on the question marks. Cause yeah, that does make sense. That's where they should go. Yes. Alright.
It looks like if you go down to the left, the other triangle is goals.
Yep.
It has 3 there.
Okay. Yep.
Investigate crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer.
So we're back to so we're back to investigating.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Both important questions. And I believe we can talk to one of the deputies here and they'll be able to answer the first question. Help us answer the first question. Or we can mill around here, look for more physical evidence first.
Turn around again one more time, like turn to the left.
Oh.
The other left. The other left.
Yeah,
The other left. Eventually you'll make it around because you'll go into Star Wars.
That's
There
great.
you go. Like, see the numbers 2 and 3? You can go over to those. Do you see them?
Yeah.
They might be evidence tabs.
They are.
This means evidence tab number 1.
But yeah. So let's get this first.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here.
Go.
Multiple killers.
And actually,
We missed one. Like back in the same area of where you just were.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they're considered one thing, but because you went through multiple killers, so one was for each set of boot prints, but yeah, let's do the circle thing. Like over here.
Yeah.
See no point of contact. So so they're treating this as one thing. It's kind of confusing, I know, but
Go over towards the 2.
okay,
Just to be sure.
awesome.
Okay.
All right.
There's a 4 over to the right.
Yeah,
Up on that.
gotcha. Yeah, thank you. All right. Ooh, gee. A cooler. Probably something in there I would have wanted before the horrible murder happened.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
And our tripod should be right here.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
No, I think it was for an elk. Like, what? Mom, is there anything else people use tripods for? Yeah. Anyway, might as well do this before I forget. Now, one would think, in a world that makes sense, most of this would go on our killer tab. Yeah, because I doubt our victim was coming here to have a few brewskis. I mean, it's possible, but okay, so. Oh, our footprints. Yeah, that'd work. Oh yeah. Like my brain keeps wanting to tap X to bring up my evidence and and then tap X again to place it. But no, you use up 1D to bring your evidence up. So yeah, I need to learn the rule.
Blueprints indicating multiple killers.
Awesomeness.
Quite the party.
Okay, and you're marked for later, so we'll keep that in mind. No, I don't want to wander too far here. Yeah, you'll do.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale.
Oh, yes. You probably know him. Brothers.
And if you've played Alan Wake 1, you know him too. Or seen it like I have. Oh, God. I love how dedicated he was to being politically correct, sisters. Okay, let's place Mr. Profile.
For the victim is Robert Nightingale, lives in Great Falls 13 years ago.
Oh, cool. So whenever you get an account like that, they also place who gave you the account. I like that. Yeah. Thanks, Mama. And also, that was dumb of me to drop that. We do need that. Hopefully, that's considered on the victim line.
Yes.
Okay. And we're done. Do we do anything stupid here like this becoming relevant again? Oh, no, we don't. We talk to Casey.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state.
Ba-boom, choo. Was that really supposed to be funny?
We were working the cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
Same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Yep. Yeah, there was a time when they drowned themselves in it. If you played or watched Alan Wake, I made a pun that maybe you get. Oh, God.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head. Chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet
Well,
there's more to
Ghost and a certain writer. Anyway. Are we considered on it? Hopefully.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
What's our heading here?
Premeditated or spontaneous?
Oh, gee, I don't know. If you're planning a spontaneous murder, do you plan to film it? I don't think you do. Thanks, Mom. God. Oh, yeah, that's not where it goes. I know it's not where it goes. Thank you, game. I know, yeah, I need to click on you or else you're not going to be happy with me.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
There's a game that we need to play about a ship that disappears. Like I think during the early like 18 or 1900s called Return of the Overden. It's not creepy, but it's a much better it does a much better version of this than Alan Wake 2 does. Like you actually have to know your stuff, and the game's not afraid to let you be wrong.
My intuition to a revelation.
Like, that's one thing about this game. They're afraid to let you be wrong at all. They'll instantly tell you even if you might be.
Yeah.
which kind of almost defeats the purpose of this game mechanic.
Yeah.
But while we're here, because I keep saying I'm going to show you around here later, I'll show you around here a little bit right now. In fact, I'll show you two items in particular that I think are really cool. Of course, your mileage on them may vary, but I love this.
Miss you, kiddo.
Aw, she's thinking of her daughter. It's so sweet. Of course, it would be sweeter if she didn't have a physical office inside her head. That makes me worry about her a bit. Actually, are you doing okay? Oh god.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Well, it doesn't seem like he thinks he's going to be much of anything for much longer. Like, he's either planning on making a rather permanent exit, or he's planning on retiring the way Saga predicts. I hope Saga's right. Anyway, oh yeah, that's right. I need to touchpad back out, or it's not. Oh, circle again. Oh, you're not letting me do that. That's actually a little annoying. Oh, because I have the X I can use on the door here. Hold it. What's the symbol? I don't see what the symbol is. It should be X, but
Yeah, it's right there.
and yeah, I'm trying to hit it. In fact, I am hitting it, and not very much is happening. It's actually what you'd consider annoying if you're me.
There's an X on the table.
Oh, okay. It wants me to do that. There's like nothing
Using
from.
her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Now, actually, one thing I'm curious about on the profiling mechanic is am I making a guess, or are they both accurate? I'm not sure which. I'm not sure which. We'll have to see what the game does here.
Missing person, ritual murder.
Okay, so both of these things are accurate. The game's doing what it does. I can never be wrong. It'd be interesting if they saved this area for when I was making a guess based on information I had that I didn't have a correct answer for yet. Like if we had to guess about whom. Well, actually, if we were doing that, we couldn't do it yet because we don't have enough information. Well, but I would love to use this to hazard guesses about where certain crimes happen or who commits them before we know for sure. And you get like extra ammo or extra hints if you get stuck. Should you be right? You know, but this isn't that type of game. In other words, they want to make it feel like a detective game without actually being one. It's quite annoying, actually. Anyway, let's work this off.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
We have to be creepy. We're a horror game. It's the law.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Okay. All kidding aside, as I've mentioned, I haven't seen the Control DLC that involves Alan Wake, but I have seen the main game of Control and the first DLC played, and that was a hotline effect. For those who don't know, the hotline was a kind of frequency where certain people tapped into it can hear voices from beyond. That's what that they use that not only a similar sound, but the exact same visual effect for that in Alan Wake. So Saga is tapped into the hotline. I wonder if he secretly works for the Department of Control, or just has powers some people haven't discovered yet. I wonder if we'll find out later. Anyway, I'm gonna click on the rest of this so the screaming stops. That sounds like a good thing to do. Meanwhile, wrong stick, right stick, and boom.
Chosen as the victim. Why?
Pretty sure that's an Alan Wake 1 reference to the clicker.
Random act of violence.
You know,
This was
we'll talk about that later.
a Nightingale component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container or something.
That is the most horrifying way you could have put that. You're inside your own head, but it's still creepy. Like I said before, I worry about you. So now are we allowed to leave? I love how they couldn't risk that I wouldn't immediately figure stuff out. Like, there's other things for me to do. you know, I could come back to this if I get stuck on something else, but the game won't let me do it. Okay, alright, anyway, moving on. Aren't we kind of done here? I thought we were. Thought that was everything, but maybe it's not. Oh, well, I know where I would want to check if I were free to... Oh, okay. Well, we've already done that, so... Oh, I know what we haven't done yet. Something we all need to do, but the game wouldn't let me touch it yet. Or maybe not. Like, aren't you at all curious about that wound there? Not very, apparently. Okay, let's see if we can talk to anybody. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to you. Do we have any... We can't have anything else to do here. We don't have any other evidence to work with. Oh, I lied. Yes, we do.
Victim came from.
Oh yeah, we can use the profile we just made. Doi 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 doi. Yeah. Like, and that is literally all we have in our inventory. So, I wonder what that does. Okay. She doesn't know things unless they're up on the board.
Let's take a look down by the lake.
Even though, okay, awesome.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Now, another annoying thing about this game is I have no control over when it saves. Like, there aren't even really save points. So occasionally you'll see like a little circle on the top right corner of the screen, and that means we saved. I might not see it, so if you see it, send up a high sign for me, please.
This one of your hunches, Anderson?
Well, no, it's one. Most of it's 1 + 1 = 2.
Probably looking for shelter, safety. They were waiting.
Also, no flashlight. We don't need it.
Put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly noon. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, of course. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Skinny
Figured that part out
dipping.
yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Yeah, you're optimistic. We get it.
I didn't know trees got that big. It creeps.
You need to get out more.
Don't. Okay, Mom. Aren't the redwoods in real life that get much bigger than these trees? I thought so. You're reaching, King. That's not actually creepy. Let the creepy things be creepy. Yes, and okay. Yes, and look around, Jonathan. Oh, okay. The reason I'm owing so much is I played a huge chunk of this before we started recording it, and I'm kind of remembering things that happened in my personal playthrough a little bit at a time. Now, the good news is, Mom, I think the game will read this to me later. Not yet, but later I think it does.
You can zoom.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Yep.
All too.
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot for you. Oh, yeah, I see it. Thanks, Mama.
Tracks. Bare Nightingales?
All
They
right.
come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Like, what did you do? Take an Alice in Wonderland, push him, and shrunk him down, and hide under there or something? Oh God.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of story.
Yes, we know what a manuscript is. Or not a manuscript of stories. A lot of them are nonfiction. But
It's for
yeah,
us.
it's still.
The text is
Kinda
about
weird.
us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my
Okay.
alley. Nightingale came this way.
And
Either
boom.
he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
How long have we been rolling?
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
2 minutes.
Okay, I would like to go. I would like to go for another 10-ish, but the game just saved, and I don't know when it's going to do it again. So, that's gonna do it for us. I hope you enjoyed. This week, we usually post this on Sundays. But like I was saying, I felt like doing something Halloween because it is Halloween, and thanks for the help with that, Mom.
This was definitely creepy.
Yeah.
So it's appropriate. for
Yep,
both of them.
yep. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on the video, and think about subscribing to become a fellow protagonist. I need all your help to solve this case, and we will together eventually, if we're patient and smart. See you when we keep at it. Bye.